Hello, welcome. My name's Prema McKeever. I'm a somatic therapist in Vancouver, Canada. And today I'm going to be doing a short introduction to biodynamic breathwork and trauma release. And then we're going to go into a session with Brianna, one of the co-founders of Aura Institute, so you can really see how this work is and how it's different from other forms of breathwork. One of the things I want to say to start off with is that a lot of forms of breathwork are more about, should we say, transpersonal experiences. They're about moving out of our body. They could be more about more connecting to other realms, shamanism, moving into real big cathartic energy releases, things like that. The focus of biodynamic breathwork and trauma release is embodiment, to bring us actually more into our body. And that's because we want to work with releasing stress and trauma from the nervous system. And to do that, we have to be in our bodies. It's fine to be working with breath work for other reasons. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But our focus here is on how do we make our bodies a safe place to be in? And how do we support other people who've been impacted by stress and trauma to release that from their nervous system so they can be more present in life, so they can have more joy, so they can move forward with the things they want to do. For that, we need to be in our bodies. So you'll see in my session with Brianna today how we work with some really key principles. We work with lower levels of charge and energy. We work with movement. We work with conscious emotional expression. Sometimes we work with self-touch. Now, touch is like the first language we learned as babies. It's what helps us feel present and safe and connected. And we work with this pattern of moving back and forth between areas of charge or tension and then areas that feel more open or safe or present. And this is called pendulation. These are all ways that we work to help this make biodynamic breathwork and trauma release a trauma-informed, safer modality for helping people restore more nervous system regulation. So with that, I'd like to bring in Brianna. Welcome. And this is a real session. We haven't rehearsed this. So I'm going to start off asking Brianna, what would you like to explore in our session today?
Yeah, I think for me, what's present is I woke up with a lot of anxiety today.
Mm,
So something to bring my nervous system back into that balanced, regulated space.
okay. And when you have this anxiety, do you notice it particularly in one place in your body? Like, is it really like rattle around in like your jaw or your heart or your belly?
Yeah, it's in my heart, like my chest
Mm,
feels sort of like a brick or like a bus is hitting
mhm.
it.
A bus.
A bus, sometimes a bus.
Okay. So there's really something there that feels like a heavy weight or
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
there's this heaviness, anxiousness. It's really located here. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it feels like tight or it feels this.
Yeah, it's like the bus feeling normally only comes in the morning.
Oh. Mhm.
And it dissipates once I, like, get out of bed and wake up and do my thing, but it's, yeah, it just feels, like, heavy, like, not
Mm.
really a tightness, but almost like, so heavy it's hard to move with it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So this is something you'd really like to have more flexibility around, be able to move, be able to feel, more lighter, more at ease, more at
Right.
peace, more centered probably too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be great to be able to, like, feel that and then know how to, kind of redirect it immediately when it comes up in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And so one of the things we do in BBTRS is we work not only with the pain, but we also work with what's called resource, places in our body that feel more present or centered. Because actually, trauma healing is not just about exploring the pain. Trauma healing is also about recognizing what's right and then building on that.
Mhm.
So, to start our session, first, I would like to just describe briefly the breathing pattern we're going to do, which is I'll be asking you to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth in a conscious, connected way. And what that means is we won't be pausing between the inhale and the exhale. You'll breathe in and you'll go right to the exhale and right back to inhale, right back to exhale. So it's a circle. And
Mhm.
that helps us start to build a charge, build a little bit of energy in the body. It's different than other types of breath work with like pranayama, which focuses more on the exhale or alternate nostril breathing. We want to keep the breath even, but continuously moving. Okay. And you'll see why as we start to explore this. So, Yeah, let's find that place of resource. I'm going to invite you to scan through your body and just see if there's any place inside that feels a little bit more open or present or comfortable, or is there anything that feels more of how you like to feel?
Yeah, the tops of my shoulders on either side feel really
Mm,
spacious. And same with
it
my,
feels
yeah, spacious,
okay.
light. It's like a little bit heavy and then it's like sky.
Sky, I love that. Okay, so a little bit of sky, and it sounds like you were about to say there was also something else, someplace else.
Yeah, like belly feels really open.
Oh, okay. Oh, isn't it? So isn't just first off, just interesting to notice we have this open here, open in the belly, and then there's this area in between that's tight and constricted or
Mhm.
feels heavy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to invite you. Let's actually first start breathing into your resource. And because your belly is also part of that, and we want to deepen our breath with this, we want our conscious connected breathing to also be belly breathing. I'm going to invite when we start to let your breath come into your belly. And you may even want to put your hands on your belly so you can feel the rise and fall, the expansion of your belly with your breath. Your eyes can be open or closed, whatever is easiest for you. And we'll just begin. So just noticing, finding your breath, breathing into your belly. Yeah. Inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to breathe a little bit deeper and probably a little bit faster than what you're used to. BBTRS, it's not a slow, deep breath. It's a little bit of a starting to bring energy in type of breathing. And as you breathe, I'll invite you to let your jaw loosen a bit so the breath can fully leave just with some ease. And if it's easier to breathe in and out through your mouth, you can do that. But we want to keep it on a low to medium level of charge right now to start. Yeah, I'm feeling the rise and fall of your belly. And you may notice that even as you're starting to breathe, there's little bits of movement that also happen in your body. For instance, I can see a little movement in your neck and your head. And see if you can allow just some of this natural, slight little adjustments and movements your body makes. To breathe is to move. And one of the ways that we can support us to leave, to let, I should say, tension and stress leave our body is through movement. Just allowing your body to start to notice any small movements it wants to make as you come into contact with your breath. That's right. Yeah, yeah. And now we're going to start to shift. Yeah, your arms start to get involved a bit. And I'm going to invite you now to stay with your breath, but now start to shift your awareness from your belly to also include this area of heaviness, this area of the anxiety, where it's landing in your body. And let your breath start to meet that. Yeah, and perhaps there's a certain type of touch that would feel good. Maybe there's tension there that needs some gentle touch or holding or massage. Yeah. And anxiety often has a message for us. So as you're breathing, I'm going to invite you to also feel what is underneath the anxiety. There might be other feelings there, feelings like sadness or fear, irritation, whatever it might be there. So see if you can, as your breath, let your breath touch what's actually even underneath this heaviness. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I notice your breath is deepening now. You're starting to come more fully into your breath, allowing that feeling, that rise and fall of your chest and belly. And we're just going to stay here for a little bit longer, just charging a little bit more. Yeah, really trusting your body to show you where it wants to go. Yeah. And then now let's start to pendulate back to resource. And this time your hands are already right there in that area of your upper shoulders. If you like, you can come more into contact with this area and feel some of that spaciousness, some of that openness. Yeah, yeah. And just letting your breath be right there into your place of resource. Yeah. And what do you notice right now, Brianna? What's present for you?
My head's a little bit fuzzy
Hmm.
in a good way, like tingles.
Hmm.
It feels like all the tension or anxiety that was in my chest is like spreading out.
So,
Like it's just
okay.
bringing more life in to move it, which feels good.
Hmm. Okay. So some tingles, some spreading, things are moving out. Yeah. Uh-huh. And how's it there in your belly underneath your hands?
Mm, feels calm, like not charge of any kind, really.
Hmm. Okay. So let's start to come back again and do another round of breath. We just did one little pendulation. And again, staying present this time, feeling into your belly, because that's where your hands are right now. And we'll start to bring up the breath again. Yeah, and feeling down through your feet, if you can, through your legs, into your feet, letting that energy move down your body as well. Feeling the ground underneath you as you breathe. Mhm. Yeah, really feel your legs and feet, feel your belly, and feel your connection down to the ground. Yeah, it looks like it can help to let your hands move down your legs. Yeah, the energy of anxiousness often has us really up in our heads and busy. So now I want to support you to help bring some of the energy down and ground it. Sounds like things are opening and spreading. So yeah, almost like you have roots coming right down through your legs and feet, kind of connecting you down into the earth. Yeah, you can even let your breath be a little bit fuller, a little bit fuller. Just trying to expand. Want to support the moving of that energy. Yeah, your shoulders can start to come into it. That supports you. following your body. Yeah. You may notice that there's this wave-like movement that's coming up a bit through your spine. That can be very supportive for helping us to open up and release energy that feels trapped, especially energy of anxiousness, energy of things that feel old or stuck or stale inside of us. So continuing to allow that little movement through your spine. Yeah, kind of let an unwinding start to happen. And over your next couple of exhales, I'll invite you to let your jaw soften and let a sound come with that. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Just letting your body express a bit, letting it move anything it might want to move out, any layers it might want to release through your throat, through your jaw. Yeah, through sound. Exactly. Right, Brianna. Mhm. Grounding yourself through your touch. And then we'll start to slowly once again bring it back to resource. And feel into your body. Where now does it feel more present or spacious or more of how you like to feel? Maybe it's the same place. Maybe it's someplace new. And sensing what the sensations are that are bringing it really down to the body level. Maybe there's heat. Maybe there's spreading. Maybe there's warmth. Groundedness. Yeah. We were only going to do a short bit of work today to kind of give a taste of what BBTRS is about. So I'll just invite you, if you like to right now, just name a few sensations, what you're feeling in your body in this moment.
Just a lot of warmth.
Mhm.
Yeah, all of the tingles from the last round we did seem to intensify, which just feels like a lot of space. Like I don't feel that in my chest, I would say, at all, that I'm aware of right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just feels like open and light.
Open and light. Mhm. Yeah. And how's it feeling in your belly? Does that still feel like that kind of spacious or?
Just stable, spacious.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. And I'm curious, was there any more, I guess I would say, insight or understanding for you about this pattern of waking up in the morning, or what's part of this that's causing or some of
Mhm.
the anxiety? Yeah.
Yeah, it's this busy nature. Like there's so much I want to do in one day. And I
Mm.
wake up and it's like I want to do all the things immediately, like within, the first hour. I'm like, that's not reasonable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think, yeah, it's like get up and go so you can do everything you want to do type of thing.
Hmm. Yeah. And so when you see that from this place you're at right now, what's that like? What is it like?
It feels, yeah, it totally shifted the energy to like, you need to do all this right now, to like feeling a lot, yeah, just balanced to be able to like, oh yeah, I can totally get all of that done versus like a
Hmm.
fear almost of missing hours in the day.
Okay, so it went from a fear about possibly not being able to get it done, like not getting into more of, okay, yes, I totally can. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It sounds like you're more connected to a sense of ease inside of yourself or space or something.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting what you kind of mentioned in the beginning, like what is different with biodynamic breath work to other forms. Other
Hmm.
forms of breath feels super like hyper activating and like shoots you out of your body.
Yeah.
But this like completely dropped me back in and that my nervous system feels, yeah, way more grounded than when we began.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really the goal. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, there's so much, breath work has so much beauty to it, and there's so many things it can offer. But that's the point of this modality, is to become more and more and more present and embodied and have greater capacity, expand our window of tolerance, be more connected to the here and now and the strength and ease that get bring us in daily life.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it
yeah.
feels very much like the window of tolerance in my nervous system, just like before I feel like it was here and now it's like we can like play in
Mhm.
all of these
We
realms.
can I love that. What a great image. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad we got to experiment with this today.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for leading me.
My pleasure.